Vanakkam. Um, you know what makes me mad? I had sets of clothing, okay? And the thing is, they have brainwashed me. They brainwashed me not to get those, and not to take those with me. And now I have to buy a new set of clothes, and I have clothes, but like I need warm clothes, okay? And I only have a couple of those, and when before I'd have like 5 different outfits, or enough outfits, or enough sweatpants, or enough this, enough that, right? At least enough, right? And now it's like I'm just very annoyed. This is why, like, yo, no terrorists, no Jaibalan Kutam, no human trafficker Kutam. What's on my? Okay, no, that's my skin. Okay. Oh, I think that's my skin. Yeah, okay. No human trafficker Kutam, no terrorist Kutam, no pimp Kutam. Like, I'm fine. Just get out of my life. I don't know how that's so difficult to comprehend. Um, yeah. Some people don't get it. They really don't. They just want to be stalkers. And they find so much pride in being stalkers and really pathetic human beings. I don't get it. I don't get where they see a sense of superiority in that. It's just, it like no one likes somebody like that. And it's just very low. Uh, I, I don't get it. Nobody good would get it. Nobody good wants somebody like that in their life. Obviously, who wants a rapist in their life? Other rapists. I'm telling you, sick in the mind, sick in the head, sick in the soul. That's what they are. I'm gonna leave this to 10 minutes. Hopefully, I think. Sorry, I just like it. Um, yes, like I like my sweater like this, basically. Sweater or whatever this is called. Okay. Um, I'm not saying everybody has to. It's just this specific, in this specific outfit, these specific clothings, I like it like this. That's all. Yeah. I think you guys have seen me wear sweaters where I didn't have like a cover or whatever, but yeah. So in this specific sweater, yes, I like it because I like it to be covered. Um, I can't believe someone can be so jealous of your life that they try to ruin it so much. They've changed my body because they're jealous of everything, of whatever they. I'm not getting stuff because of the body. I don't think they get that into their heads. They define success in how they look like, while I don't do that, which is why I am successful in certain aspects of my life. Um, I didn't do anything to my hair other than put it up in a bun. Quite literally, nothing. And yeah, I haven't had plastic surgery. Um, and people have a problem with normal people wanting to be me to be in movies and my social media presence and all of that. I'm not saying I'm so beautiful. No, I'm not saying that, okay? I'm saying the exact opposite thing in the sense that I'm not calling myself ugly. I'm not gonna do that to myself. Hell no. No, I'm sorry. I'm not. No, I have no. I have self worth. I would like to have self worth. I cannot determine my self worth based on what other people, other nonsenses want me to feel because they think low about themselves. That's not my problem. That's theirs. Like, I'm not going to be called ugly. I'm just find a way to shut them up. Because they have a problem with people calling me beautiful. That is not my problem. Once again, I'm not touting that. I'm just saying. I have a problem with people trying to put acid in my face. They're trying to give me severe medical issues to enlarge in my body in various aspects to the point where my body shape has changed, which isn't at all healthy. And I have a problem with that. That's disfiguring my body. That is what the Jayabalan Kutam and the Sahana Kutam and the Kabilan Tulasi Kutam and the Sankadi Kutam and whatever other Kutams there were there when I was 3 did to my body, and they're doing it again because they're absolutely disgusting, pathetic things. I remember something. Okay, so before, you know the 5 years ago thing, where I Rudrama Devi Cruz and all that stuff. Yo, I don't know how I came back from that, but apparently it wasn't that bad. But I thought it was bad. They made me think it was bad. I think. Okay. Oh, pimps on the other side, condo 60 are making noise on purpose. Whatever, fuck off. Right there. I haven't made noise. I've been just laughing at their sounds because they're just afraid who's gonna die next. Because you guys are killing people every hour. I may be wrong, but I think I'm right. And maybe people over there have been killed who have left condo 60. Is that my fault? No? You cannot blame the heroes. You can only blame terrorists for being terrorists and pimps and stalkers. That's the reason they were killed. It ain't my problem. It's not my problem that they die when I don't sleep. It's theirs. Anyways, and that's what I do then. I'm so glad I tweeted in Tamil today. I don't know, I just wanted to tweet in Tamil, so I did. Yeah, that's all. And I was gonna say, what I remember, okay, so Rudrama Devi Crew Assemble. Oh, they have a problem with me knowing what I'm actually am in the world, because I don't fully know, right? My impact and what you guys perceive me as, which they have a problem if I know. Like, it's very simple. If you don't get that into your head, it's not my problem. What I was saying is that they basically tried to send the police after me and tried to put me in they tried to put me in the mental health unit. That happened, but I got out because I filed a case on them. And they had no valid explanation, obviously, and the case was going to go into my favor. They were basically trying to kidnap me in the hospital so that I don't go to India. Courtesy of Amir Johan Sahana and Charan and Vijay Devarakonda and Rana Dagupati, whatever. I don't know if I said his name right, but I really don't care either. And what else? Yeah, but the police thing. Okay, so I didn't go to Tulasi's house. Someone picked me up from there, took me to Tulasi's house, because I wasn't going to Jaybarn's house. I was going straight to India, right? I was like booking a ticket. No, I was going to find a place actually to stay, because at that point I was kicked out, even though the John Andrew bitch I like female dogs. Female dogs are much better than him, so it's an insult to female dogs if I call him that. No, seriously, it is. He doesn't deserve even to be a female dog. No evil does. They're too cute. Female dogs are too cute. Yeah, so what they did was that I was there in the process. I was in the process of finding a house, because at that point I was in hotels. And then what happened was that I was at Gunabalan's house that my appa pays for. My appa, not Gunabalan, gross. I don't know why he has Appa's name. He killed Appa, so I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna get him killed somehow. It's gonna happen, so him and Sandabalan. I have to do something to the kidnapper that kidnapped me the second time around, right? And was the reason for me to forget everything. I have to do something. So I'll kill him. Anyways, I'll kill him somehow. Directly or indirectly, I don't reckon. Yeah, so I was at the house, and he convinced me somehow I didn't want to stay at the house. There was already too much drama that went down with the hospital and the mental health unit. I really didn't. But this guy was like, no, Abhi, stay, Abhirami, stay, it's okay, யாருமே இங்க இல்ல, நான் இங்க மட்டும் தானே இருக்கிறேன். And then he started saying some sad soap opera story, okay? About some, எனக்கும் பெரியம்மாக்கும் சண்டை, சரியோ, அவன் என்ன விட்டுட்டு போயிட்டா, கபியும் துளசியும் விட்டுட்டு போயிட்டா. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to be a good, like, friggin', at this point, I did not know this guy was faking to be my uncle, okay? I didn't know I did not know he killed Apapa. Everyone knew except for me. And that கூட்டம் ஃபேமிலியா கிட்னாப் பண்ணிட்டு ஃபேமிலியா மண்டேல ஏதாவது இருக்கும். I'm not even joking, like, out of your mind. They're out of their minds, okay? He's a addict, I think. Him and Silvan are addicts to drinking and smoking, but that's not the point here. The point is that I don't like what they have excuse. They abuse people in the name of being drunk, which I'm not, and smoking, and which I'm not okay with, obviously, because I don't want to be the victim of that, because I have been, and they made me forget that, but now I think I'm going to remember. Yeah, but this is another story. And I'm sitting there listening, and I'm like, okay, my car's parked here. I wasn't even going to go there. I don't know why my car wasn't even parked there. It was parked somewhere else. Why did I park it all the way at the library? Because I was going to the library. I wasn't going there because I need to print. Okay, basically, as you can see, my memory is foggy, but that's their fault, obviously. And so I went there, and I'm listening to a soap opera story, taking it seriously because I think it's the truth. And the house is all trash. Like, it's trash. It's complete trash. Okay, it's disgusting because no, they left it like that on purpose. Guess why? For me to clean. And I hope I didn't. I don't remember if I did. I think you tried to get me to clean it. Why the fuck would I clean your house? But the house I'm out of peace. Because this guy has been pretending to go to a job and get paid. Maybe, does he have a job? I don't know. They always repeat that they had these jobs and they worked really, really hard, but they didn't. I'm remembering stuff from the theater as well. Apparently, all the truth came out. And like, you saw one cinema, me and Appa were talking, and then you saw Teddy in the background. Where I found out about, like, oh, these guys aren't my parents, this is my real family. And I think I punched him on the face or something with my, punched him on the face. Kicked them in the face with my legs because, hello, they were holding my legs down. I think half the time I was standing on the seat. Appa kitta eri poradhukaga. So funny, I can't wait to see those. But I was acting like a 2-year-old. Never Nanika came on. But that's only because that's how I am. Whenever I see Appa's movies, for some reason, I just connect to it, and I'm just, whatever happens in Appa's movies happens to me. That's it. That's all there is. To be very honest, it's been always been like that. Whenever he starts laughing, I start laughing, and it's not on purpose. It's just been like that since I was since the first time I saw his movie. It's just always been like that. He starts laughing, I start laughing. I start laughing, he starts laughing at the scene. It's quite literally what just happens. But anyways, it just happened naturally. Obviously that's not scripted. How was it gonna be scripted? I just figured out he's my dad. Like, okay, I knew he was my dad. He's my everything. But my appa, he's my kurumam, and these are promokers, right? I think I was yelling the loudest ever, and I did hit them, and I did kick them, and I would have punched them. I'm just very proud that I kicked them. I'm so proud. I was kicking them like that, flailing my legs in their fucking faces, and I'm so freaking proud. Anyways, and then she was being racist because, oh, you speak like an Indian Abhirami, and I'm like, hindsight, I was Indian. And second, it's because the people who I have telepathy with, when I started speaking from when I was with them at 14, they spoke like that. What am I supposed to do? And obviously, I had telepathy with Sri Lankans as well. And I'm not saying I love them more than the others. They are all the same to me. But I had to go to India, and I think I was going to know that I had telepathy with these people. The people that act like with the ones I have telepathy with, I'm supposed to hear them. That's the thing. So I'm supposed to hear them. Like I heard Mama, right? And I'm supposed to go to Chennai. They were my Tirupati to go to Chennai. Like Mama was at 19. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Oh, lighting. I'm obsessed with lighting. It can change a whole photo. It can change a whole video. I'm very obsessed with it. It's changing. Okay. So yeah, and police. And the next morning he's like, Abhiram, inge. It was so late. He's just yapping away, yada yada yada. Periyamma vittu poita. Periyamma vittu poita. Tulasiyam, Kaviyam. Oh my God. They're not even acting like my children. Blah 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 blah. I don't care. 5 years later, I don't give a damn. You're not even my uncle. Okay? But the thing is, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm trying to get a hotel room. They might not even let me check in because at that time, I didn't go late at night anywhere, and I did not like going at late at night. I don't like going outside at night. I was trying to leave the house before the sun friggin' set. That's what I usually do. I don't like going out in the dark. I never have. I hated it always, right? I hate going in the dark. I just do. I do. Right now, I don't like going in the dark. I don't. And so I'm like, oh my God. But in like a nice way. Like, I have to go. Right? He's trying to stop me from leaving the doorway. This guy's trying to kidnap me. But hello, I did not know I was kidnapped there for 20 years. Right? Hindsight. And then he says some excuse like, Abhirami, okay, it's okay, you're my little baby, you're like my pony. You like this, you like that. I'm like, no, like, mind it's like, no, there's going to be more problems if I stay here. This is a kutam that put me in the mental health unit for 3 weeks. And the reason I was talking to him because I wasn't talking to anybody else. They knew I didn't want to talk to them. Because I call these Purambukas up from the mental health unit. And I'm like, okay, can you just come and take me here? Like, why'd you put me here in the first place? I thought you were going to go take me somewhere. I didn't even want to go with them in the first place. They were practically forcing me to go with them. And then they take me to the hospital. Okay? And then Periyamma, the thing I used to call Periyamma, not Gunabalan's wife, Sivabalan's wife. You know, she made me commit suicide. She was one of the reasons for suicide. Sahana made her do it to me because she thinks that that Periyamma, her amma, is going to remember her and kill her. How is that my fault? Remember what she did to her in her past lives. That is not my problem. That is her problem. Her problem. Whoever they are. Who is stalking me living around here? I quite literally have to post in 10 minutes. But you know me, I say 10 minutes and then it just keeps on going. Right? I think it's very important that I do these videos, so that's why I'm doing it today. I don't know what impact it's having. Apparently it's a huge impact. And it's saving the world, even though it's probably being Sunyamed, and I really don't want it to be Sunyamed because I'm not Sunyamed. These pisasses are. I want to eat more. Anyways, okay. They're trying to give me diarrhea, and diarrhea isn't happening, something else is happening, and it's very uncomfortable for my body. It's not diarrhea, but something else is happening. And I don't want to have to keep going to the washroom. It's very disgusting. They're konjam obsessed with feces and shit, but it's not even shit. Okay. Abhizamrida spiritual warriors, you can explain if you want to, if you feel comfortable. I think you guys already know. And it's very disgusting. Saputta, I think it's prachanaya. Because I have planned and budgeted it so that I have food for the entire month. And that I don't go patni because I don't want to tell you guys this because I don't want you guys to, worry. But some days I wasn't eating in the month or the week. I wasn't eating. I was drinking water or something. I wasn't having 3 meals every day for several months, for a year, I think. And I didn't want you guys to worry. But now I've budgeted it so that I do have enough meals every day. And so they're doing something to my body so I don't eat because they are disgusting. Who's obsessed with shit and feces like that? Who is obsessed with that? Something is wrong with them. Do you see what psychos I'm dealing with? Psychopaths. Psycho! I only call murderers, I only call rapists, not murderers, because I'm like ahead of the Abhizarmida's spiritual warriors kill all the bad people crew. But or bad folks, like evil's crew. So that's not murder, it's called justice. Okay? It's called war. You started the war, I'm ending the war. So deal with the casualties and the repercussions of your own bloody actions. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, and then he's like, they're really trying not to make me say this story. Okay, I think that's what they're trying to do, but whatever. Okay, my blabbering gets more people saved, so it's fine. Uh, so he's like, oh, yeah, well, you're my planner. You can say that. They knew I wasn't talking to any of them because Gunabalan wasn't there when everyone took me, right? It was Tulasi and what's her name? What's it? Tiruchalvi, Premani. Phew. I hate her. I've hated her when I was a kid. I hate her now. Okay, so Premani and Tulasi came and are the ones who dropped me off there. Tulasi didn't come to the hospital. She just made sure that I can't say her name. Premani took me there. Or she's making sure I don't see my name in any of the news channels or nothing comes up so that I can't see. I hate her. And then what happened was that more sounds. They're making it very light to make it seem like they're not the pimps and terrorists there are, and you can't hear all the sounds that they make and like the intimidating harassment. Trying to be nice because you guys severely hated all of them and killed some of them, I think, and arrested some of them. So it's their problem. Because I'm continuing with the story and that's triggering them. Okay, I get triggered and die. What do I care? And so then, yeah, I call them and I'm like, what the heck? Why am I here? Like, I want answers. I call Tiruchalvi, right? I'm like, take me from here right now, right? What the F is wrong with all of you? What I was yelling at them. I was seriously yelling and snapping at them because I'm here trying to get to India, trying to get to Ava, trying to get to Uppa because something's seriously wrong with Ava and I didn't know what was happening to her. Then I have to get to her. And these pimps, future to be pimps to be, are making sure that I don't leave. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me not to leave? Nobody. You're a fucking kidnapper. You're a fucking rapist. You're a fucking human trafficker. Deal with that name that you have. Deal with that fucking history. Deal with the fucking history that's going on right now in the world that everybody knows of. Whoa. Am I saying this to them then or now? Now I'm saying it, I think. But I think that's past me snapping at them now. Like 5 years ago, me snapping at them now. Like, deal with the shit that you did to me. Go to fucking jail. Go die. Deal with the shit you did. You have to pay up for that. You have to pay for your sins. I'm not the one supposed to be in a mental hospital. These were. Okay, and I'm there for what reason? There was nothing wrong with my foot then. What the fuck's wrong with them? They're like, oh, your foot's wrong. Something's wrong with your foot. Nothing was wrong with my foot. Something's wrong with their fucking head. And then they're like, oh, don't call here. Don't call here. Why are you calling her? Half the time they didn't even pick up the phone. I'm like, you know what? Fuck off. You're not my family. Straight up. Right, and then she's the one. Tiruchalvi is the one. When I leave the hospital, Tiruchalvi and Sahana are the ones that pick me up. Guess where they put me? I'm telling them to take me to the hotel. Because Gautaman is there. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck that thing is there. Because I'm mad at all of them. He's there pulling me into the fucking car. I'm like, no, I'm getting a cab. I'm going to a hotel. I have my car to get. I'm going to get my car and leave because my car had my stuff in it. Okay? These piss asses take me straight to jail bottom. I'm like, no, you're staying here. I'm like, no, I don't need to stay here. No, shut up. You don't need to tell me what the fuck to do. Okay? I'm leaving. Right? After that, guess what happened? And then I leave. I get mad and I leave. I snap and I leave, right? And then I go to, I snap at Sahana, Gautam, somebody and everybody. They're trying to make me stay there. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're not my family. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck puts someone in fucking mental health unit for 3 weeks? Are you fucking stupid? I was telling Adam in Tamil, obviously, and Hana in English because she's a Tamil racist. Whatever. Ew. I hate her. I hate speaking about her. She is disgusting. She's pathetic. She's a pimp in a past life in Mumbai. In the same area that I was in. Not the same area, around there. Past that area. She's disgusting. I didn't know there was a brothel there. She was discreet about it, but she was a pimp. And now she works at daycares. So, be careful about any pimp that works at daycares because she was one of them. She was a pimp afterwards, but she was a human trafficker, obviously. If you engage in human trafficking, you rape someone that's being human trafficked, you're a human trafficker. That's my definition of human trafficker, and that stands. Thank you very much. What else? So then I start talking to everybody. I'm either planning to go to India then, saving up money to go to India, trying to find routes to get to India and Chennai, which these pimps knew because they had telepathy, they made sound again. And then that's when I got a call from Gunabalan, right? And because I'm not talking to anybody else, and Gunabalan was the one who was staying away from the scene this whole entire time, right? And then this happens. He invites me over. Some sap story, act suicidal, whatever. and then convinces me to stay there. It's like, no, now I'm going to enakku madakkum sambandham illa. Enakku mental hospitalukkum sambandham illa. You are mental hospital material, man. And then I go and sleep. Apparently I was raped that night. I did not know. You see what I mean? What I have to deal with? I don't want to deal with rape. And then the police come the next day. I wake up to the police banging on the fucking door. No, Gunabalan says, yeah, I kind of wake up to that shit, right? Made sound again. And then I go downstairs. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And he's like, they're like, oh, you're getting arrested for trespassing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? He invited me here. He's the one who told me to come here. And Tulasi and Sindhu were out there laughing their fucking heads off. I'm trespassing on my appa's property that my appa pays for. When you tried to make me fucking homeless because I was gonna get into India and then you were gonna die and I was gonna kill all of you because I was gonna figure out what they did to me for 20 fucking years. What the fuck was that, right? And I'm like, no, okay, listen, I'm gonna take my stuff and leave. Like, that's quite literally my first reaction. And then they're like, no, you're gonna go. And like, they pull my hand already. Like, before I didn't say that. They pull my hand, put handcuffs on it, and take me inside. And they give me a fucking fine for $150. Yeah, appan kitta tirne pata tha. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, that happened. And I had to go pay it 2 years later because I don't want to pay it. I mean, not that I don't want to pay. They wanted me to get arrested for not getting paid, and they brainwashed me not to pay it for 2 years. But I paid it, and I was done paying it. I paid it. And so basically, what the thing is, they made me think. I was telling them, not to. They made me believe all these. I just remember this today. They made me believe all these years that I was thinking that I didn't think that I said no, I wasn't gonna leave. That I was refusing to leave my property, because it is my property. It's not their house. It's my property, and that I was refusing to leave the property. That they had tried several times, and that to convince me to leave and everything, and like none of that shit happened. No, I wake up to banging on the door. The police are there. Gunabalan's there. Gunabalan's laughing and saying, I don't know what she's doing here. She's blah 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 blah. And then right before the words come out of my mouth that I'm gonna leave, they take my hands from the stairways and put handcuffs on it and take me into the vehicle to get me arrested because I was gonna go to India or get a house. Do you see how disgusting things that I had to deal with for 20 years? Family, go fuck yourselves. You know, I'm gonna be as mean as possible. One, I'm gonna laugh at them a lot, and second, I'm gonna be as mean as possible because one, that's what they did to me my entire life because I was Vijay's daughter. No. They had a problem with the fact that if I leave, they're homeless and they die. And second, that I was Vijay's daughter. And it's not Appa's fault. No, it's not what I'm trying to say here. It's that I was a celebrity's daughter, that I was one of the top actors in the field's daughter. They had a huge issue with the way I looked. They thought I was beautiful. And they had a problem with that. That's number 3. Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm beautiful. I'm not going to put myself down because I've been put down enough. Thank you. Okay? My family. Okay? But I laugh because they don't matter. And I see the grander scheme of things and they end up in hell. All of them end up in hell. That gives me a lot of peace. I mean, these specific parallels end up in hell. I have to deal with. We can't deal with. We have to fix things that I didn't heed to last time when you guys were telling me. I have to do that. I'm automatically doing the infinity symbol. I think I'm trying to say time should keep going. Yeah. Yeah, they made me think that I refused to leave the property. When I woke up to banging early in the morning at 7 a.m. Or before. Abhi's Army Virtual Warriors, please verify my story because you guys know I have memory lapses. And yeah, the real Abhi's Army Virtual Warriors, not the ones who are trying to murder and kill and, send to hell. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. I have to post. And yeah. Andre Vanakam. Thank you.